welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Christina, aka That Variety, and today we're gathered here to watch our stories. We're here to watch the final Monday Night Raw before WarGames, which is very exciting. Last week was crazy, as we established on the channel, right? Like, we had Roman and Brock returning for seemingly the 10th time this year. So speaking of Roman, he's kicking things off on Monday Night Raw. We've got Domink Mysterio, and he has a message for John Cena ahead of the IC title rematch. We got Carmelo versus Gunther in the Last Time Is Now tournament. That's going to be a good match. And Penta's going to go up against Solo in a Last Time Is Now tournament quarterfinal match. We're into the quarterfinals. They finally gave us a bracket on Friday Night SmackDown. I appreciate that. And then, of course, there's going to be a WarGames Advantage match for the men's side of things. So that's exciting. And then Rey Mysterio takes on McDonagh, because Rey Mysterio, Domink Mysterio, they've been floating around each other for a little bit. Once again, over the last, like, at least 3 weeks now. Right now, I guess, right? Yeah, something like that. It's like, Christina, you watch the show every week. So, as per usual, grab your snacks, grab your choice of beverage, get comfy and cozy. Make sure that you're taking care of yourselves. Make sure that you're taking care of your mental health. And for the love of God, put your shopping cart away if you can. Please, just for all of our sakes. I'm like, seriously, the cart corral thing is like right there. People are wild with their shopping cart placements. I'm telling y'all, choices. I had to go run a quick errand at Kroger, and oh my lord, the carts were everywhere, friends. Not all of them, but they were like a handful, but they were just in like the worst places. I'm like, can you put your shopping carts away? It was surprisingly packed for a Monday night. I get that it's like right before Thanksgiving, but my God, I'm like, it is Monday night. Either way around, let's just jump right into it, friends. Alrighty, friends, we got Roman Reigns kicking off Monday Night Raw. You know, it boggles my brain that we had one person in this whole storyline that was floating around the visionless vision that turned into Logan Paul and Paul Heyman's vision. The whole vision thing is so bizarre at this point, but we had one person this entire time going up against the vision, and he happens to not be in the WarGames match. Like, I mean, obviously there is probably, there could be more to it, there could not be more to it. We don't know. I'm just here to watch what's on my screen. See, here we go. OKC likes the OTC. I should not have laughed as hard as I did. Okay, well, Cody's got to take 5 minutes to get out here. We appreciate you, Cody. Seriously, Cody's promo last week was so good. Alrighty, friends, we got Cody and Roman. Cody, we're talking about WarGames. That's exactly what we're talking about. Oh my God, look at that gash on Cody's eye. See, that's what I'm saying. You can't trust Roman. You can't trust Jay. You just can't trust either of those two. They're kind of on the same page, like they're on the same wavelength. I mean, listen, at this point, as long as we have Roman and Cody, like, interacting like this, we know that it's gonna be good. Yeah, I mean, Roman's kind of right on that. I mean, at least at least Roman's acknowledging this stuff. He's acknowledging the acknowledging. Don't chant what? We're here to watch our stories. You're paying to watch the story unfold in real time. Oh boy. Roman brought up the bloodline. He's invested in the Usos for a long time, and he's here to see the investment all the way through. Oh God, I don't trust this. I don't trust him. I just don't trust things after what he just said there. Oh, Cody says it's his team. Whose team is this team? Who's anyone's team? Yeah, because Cody and Punk, they're the champions, and Roman's there. And then there's the Usos. But then on the other team, like, who's leading the Visionless Visions team? I'm all confused. Who's the team captain on all these different teams? Alrighty, now we got Roman, Punk, and Cody on the outside of the ring. Wait, what? They're inside the ring. Oh no. Now all we need is our good pal, Logan Paul, and our equally good pal, Paul Heyman. The Pauls, if you will. Okay, acknowledge us. Okay. I mean, I don't know if I would agree with the Logan Paul team of things, but sure. Listen, that was all Paul. Paul's a mess. Paul was the one that stabbed Roman Reigns in the back, but also, like, Roman abandoned Paul, like, right after Roman lost the title, so I don't know. Roman Reigns was mean to his own family during the Bloodline era. We had all the gaslighting and everything almost every week. Thank you, Punk. Like, who's the team captain for all these teams? See, it's kind of like the two teams that make it to the Super Bowl, right? Again, I'm not a football girly, really, but I'm trying to equate it because they keep talking about quarterbacks. Like, you've got one quarterback on, like, one of the top teams, right? Now we're fighting over whose team is who. Should we have had this sorted out? So, like, basically, if we're going by the football logic, right? Like, Punk and Cody, they're kind of like the two quarterbacks for the two best teams, right? Again, I'm not a football girly. I like my basketball, I like my college basketball, and I like my hockey. But Nonetheless, football is the big sport here in the U.S., so we just have to roll with it, right? So it's kind of like if you have the top 2 quarterbacks in the NFL, like leading, shows pretty much. That's the equivalent that I think of. Anyway, everybody hates Paul Heyman. That's what brought them together. And I hate the vision. No, that's accurate. Roman Reigns just hates everybody, but he loves his family. Everybody hates Paul Heyman. That's what brought them together. Even though everybody's been turning on each other in the bloodline for however long, but that's besides the point. Oh no, that title would look so much better on my shoulder. Oh no. Well, which one? Thank you, Punk. I don't think it matters, to be honest, to Roman Reigns. That's for them to figure it out. That's literally okay. Punk's like he's talking to you, just going to Cody. Oh, Lord. But nonetheless, this whole situation happened. I guess we're planting the seeds for Roman to go after the title again. But hey, we got a bracket, so whoever wins between Gunther and Carmelo, they're going to take on either Penta or Solo in the semifinals match. So that's very exciting. But yeah, either way, this segment was something else, friends. We had some seeds planted for Roman possibly going after the title again. But I feel like Roman's at a point where he doesn't need the title necessarily. I don't know. We need some freshness at some point. I'm okay with Punk and Cody having the titles for a little while, but I think once we get to like WrestleMania season, we're gonna need some freshness, like real bad. Again, we're fighting over who the team captain. Did we ever establish who any of these team captains were? I don't know. It's a whole just like really petty thing when we look at all of the lore to kind of go back to, which they kind of sprinkled in there along the way. I don't know, friends. Oh, this is gonna get interesting. And you can't trust anything involving the bloodline. We've established this on the channel. Oh, good Lord. Okay, they're chopping the crap out of each other or punching the crap out of each other or some combination of both right out of the gate. All right, well, we got Gunther versus Carmelo, and we're just right out of the gate with this match. I am here for it. Dude, did you hear, like, on Friday night, like, just how crazy the fans were to see Carmelo win, by the way? That was awesome. I really thought this was going to be Melo's year, but I mean, maybe next year? I don't know. Again, that's the problem that I'm noticing. They just do not want to pull the trigger on anybody. It's almost like they're playing it a little too safe. I understand, like, TKO and, like, all that stuff, but still, like, kind of gauge it not just on, like, necessarily the merch, but also like the reactions and stuff. Well, Gunther's just destroying Carmelo here. I don't know how I feel if Gunther's the one that would be the one to retire John Cena. Like, Carmelo would be kind of fresh, but like, I don't know. Also, who do we think is going to be the second mystery opponent for LA Knight? Like, can we talk about that one? I understand it was like a circumstantial thing, and we hope Sheamus is okay. We want a speedy recovery, but like, what is happening here? Alrighty, we're back from the break, and Gunther's been in firm control pretty much the entire time. Now, listen, I would like us to have a little upset here in this tournament at some point. I like the surprises, but I also like us getting an upset here and there. That's kind of the point of a tournament at points. Even if they don't go on to win the match, we like a little bit of a bracket buster. He beat Bronson Reed. Now, it was by count out, but he still beat Bronson Reed to go to this match, Gunther. I'm debating on if I should do SmackDown reactions this week. I might do it, but we'll see. We'll see what the vibes are like. Oh, I heard that. Oh, Carmelo. Oh no, Carmelo just chopped Gunther, and well, this might not end well for Melo. Yeah, I think that's an understatement. Gunther's been in the driver's seat for probably 90% of this match. Is Melo okay? That's the real question we gotta be asking. Oh, there goes Melo. Okay, there we go, getting in a little bit of offense. Trying to slow him down. That would make some sense. Okay, well, they're in the corner now. Oh, no. Oh, there's a boot. Melo with the counter. That's one way to do it. That is one way to do it. Alrighty, we are back from the break, and well, Gunther's in firm control once again. Oh, what a counter right there from Melo. Did you see that? Oh, no, he caught Melo this time. Oh, nope. He just went over the top rope there. Oh, ducked out of the way there. Is this kind of like the unofficial sort of slow and steady, just sort of like good guy turn there for Carmelo over time? Because he's getting like the really good crowd reactions and everything, right? I mean, Miz did turn on Melo, and well, Melo's getting cheered every week. Well, maybe at least the last few weeks, I would say. So I guess that's kind of de facto like good guy in this whole situation. Oh, he just chopped the post. That just sounds like that would really hurt. Again, I know nothing about wrestling rings. Oh, Okay. Oh man. Oh, that could have ended poorly. Oh, that looked a little scary, friends, with that DDT on the apron that I think that they were trying to do. Again, I have zero experience with wrestling. I just, when the vibes are off, the vibes are off. And the vibes were off there. Are we gonna go for another countout win? Because, like, Gunther trying to get Carmelo over the barricade. Is he gonna win by countout again? Oh, I thought that was gonna be it. Carmelo, just stay on him. Oh, wait, no, Gunther's getting back up, I think. Yep, there he goes. Oh my god. I am in pain. Well, there goes a power bomb. And Carmelo kicked out. I mean, we've had a good little tournament on our hands here. I mean, you know, rightfully so. Whoever's going to win this thing is going to be John Cena's final opponent. So I think everybody understood the assignment. Everybody kind of needed to step up a little bit. Carmelo's not going down that easily. Again, this match has been good for Melo. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I think this has been a good match for Melo. I say as Gunther pulls out the win here. But I mean, this was a good match for Carmelo. I mean, think about it. He's in there with a former world champion in the form of Gunther. And yeah, I mean, again, I knew that we were going to be in for a good match just based on who was in the match alone. And also based off of Gunther's match with Javon Evans last week. Like, again, it's kind of a classic, like, smaller dude versus bigger dude type situation. And it's a classic that kind of works. I don't know. I really enjoyed this match. I sound like I don't, but I did enjoy this match. And that little ending there, I thought we were going to have a double count out, like, you know, win for Carmelo there at the end. That'll be interesting to see what happens moving forward. I feel like Gunther's probably going to win his side of the bracket, but it'll be interesting to see who he eventually probably goes up against. I could be entirely wrong, but I feel like Gunther's going to win his side of the bracket. Let me know who you think will make it to the finals and who will eventually be John Cena's final opponent. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. But I'm going to go ahead and give this a thumbs up because I enjoyed this match. And the crowd was into it too. They have been so behind Carmelo. Alrighty, friends, we got Domink Mysterio out here. Alright, he said something about King of the Luchadors. He's the King of the Luchadors. I'm pretty sure that's what he said because he said yo soy, and I know that means I am. And we're back to everybody booing this man out of the building. We were cheering for Dom for a while there, but I mean, it's John Cena. This makes sense. Just like old times where we're booing Dom out of the building. Are we sure? Is this going to be a ruse? Is it a bonus appearance? Is it? It is not a bonus appearance. There's a mini Stu too. Wow. They really brought Stu into this. Leave Stu alone, Dom. What did Stu do to Dom? I really mean it. Oh no. I don't know, dude. What is this? He's like saying this wasn't a part of the plan. Yeah, I don't know how I'm feeling about this. And, well, Dom just did the 5-knuckle shuffle. I don't know what we just watched, friends. I really don't. I know we didn't talk much through this, but I'm like, what did we just watch? And I feel like probably other people are feeling the same thing, too. Like, we really didn't need much more build-up to this match. I don't know why we had this happen. All right, well, Rey Mysterio is out here. I'm gonna guess this is where we go for the Rey Mysterio and JD match. Yeah, what is happening here? What did we just watch? It's like, how do we go from having a good little match there to having whatever this was? I don't know if I can justify anything that we just watched. Alrighty, friends. Well, this is kind of following things up from last week with the 6-man tag match, and well, Rey Mysterio just overall fighting with Dom again, and like Dom's involved with the whole Judgment Day situation. They're never gonna break up anytime soon. So, I mean, there's that. But we got Rey Mysterio versus JD McDonagh. Of course, there was the big 6-man tag match last week. Rey, Sheamus, and Cena versus Dom, JD, and Finn. So that was a whole thing that happened. Oh, we got Rey Mysterio fighting back now against JD. JD was kind of getting some good offense there. Into the cover now. Oh, kick out. Oh, yeah, no, that matchup of JD and Ilya was insane. Yeah, that was a whole thing that happened too. Again, once again, we are in the season where everybody's bopping back and forth between both shows. Oh, okay, Rey is still hanging on to JD there, or well, rather maybe JD is still holding on to Rey. Kind of both. Okay, well, he just dropped Rey into the commentary table. That just happened. Alrighty, friends, we are back from the break. Okay, well, Finn's been doing the arm pulling thing during the commercial break, and the referee caught him on the 3rd time. So that's happening. I don't know, why don't you just get him out of here? Like, kick out Finn. Like, he's been just doing all the things throughout the match. Oh, JD just tripped Rey right there. Alright, we got Rey Mysterio infirm in control. Okay, just kidding. Well, JD's back in control. Nope, Rey with the counter there. I'm like, who is in control here? But then it's like, nope, we're going a little back and forth here. But Rey's got JD set up for the 619. Oh, JD just caught Rey. I don't know how he just did that, but he just did that. Oh, but watch out for Finn. Oh, Finn just tripped Rey. Rey, go get Finn. He just like shoved him, like, he just like pushed the back of his head. Like, what are we doing, Rey? Okay, well, he just sent JD into Finn, right to the middle rope there. I mean, that's one way to do it. Rey, just go quickly. There we go. I was gonna say, he's gotta like get this moving very quickly if Finn gets up, right? Because like that would make sense. But like, where did Dom go? Like, he just kind of left. He just like left. Is he gonna do like a little sneak attack or something? I don't know. I wouldn't rule it out, but JD had a good showing in this match, that's for sure. But it's always good to see Rey Mysterio back in the ring. He looked pretty good too. But you simply can't trust the Judgment Day, I say, as Finn almost ran right for Rey Mysterio there. Well, Rey just kind of like quickly got out of there, so that just happened. But I mean, listen, the match made up for whatever we saw before the match, so I think that's a win in and of itself, right? I'm going to go ahead and give this match a thumbs up. Again, on the basis, especially because whatever happened beforehand, we don't know what that was. But this match was good. I enjoyed it for what it was, and it did what it needed to accomplish. Alrighty, friends. Well, we had a long stretch of entrances during the break and into, well, after the break. We've got Becky out here post losing her IC title, and also post, well, joining the Women's WarGames team. I am so here for Delulu Becky Lynch. Just truly. Even Nia's like, what is going on with this girl? Now, listen, I'm here for Maxine Dupree's title run, okay? I am here for it. It's somebody fresh, somebody different, and I am all for it. Becky, you've got WarGames in like less than a week. Everybody in the background's like, what? We've got WarGames coming up. Shouldn't you two have like a one-on-one match or something? Like, right? Like, I want to see Becky versus AJ Lee. Becky didn't assemble anything. Like, what? She joined right at the last minute. What is happening at this entire episode? What did I walk into tonight? I appreciate these little callbacks that Becky's been sprinkling into this whole situation, though, just being all Lulu. Okay, Becky, just okay. Seeing like everybody's reactions in the background, that's what's really making this. Dude, once again, listen to how crazy the people go for Rhea Ripley. I know I say it like every single week across these shows, but it is so true. She just gets like a crazy reaction like every single time. She's Rhea Ripley and she's just super cool. And I adore Riho. Which means something's gonna happen at WarGames, right? Oh, that was a really good segment too on Friday with Charlotte and Rhea. They had like a little cinematic sit-down thing. That was good. Go check it out if you haven't watched it already. Alright, we got AJ Lee out here. She's got a microphone. Alexa Bliss as well. Becky, you're literally hiding behind Nia Jax. I think AJ Lee might be onto something here. Once again, I wish we would have just had this as like a little standalone match with AJ and Becky. That's the match I want to see. This whole situation's confusing now too, because I know that we have like the team captains, but didn't this whole thing start with like Rhea and like Io and Asuka and Kairi technically, and everybody just kind of fell into place here? There we go. Rhea's just going right for Nia. Here we go. Now we got some fighting going on here. Love that for us. Look at Lash Legend just like destroying Io right there. Oh my god. Again, this is exactly what I'm here for. I'm here to see everybody just beat each other up at this point. Okay, this is the team I didn't know that I need here with like AJ and Alexa. That's great. Tiny but powerful. We're here for that. Oh, here we go. Charlotte and Rhea. There we go. Once again, it's WarGames. I can't trust anything that's going on. Okay, we got Io back up on her feet. Looks like she might be trying to clear house here. There we go. Becky just like ran away. She's like, oh no. Alrighty, well that whole situation just happened there, but here we are, kids. We have the Women's WarGames match pretty much set up here. Again, this is gonna leave me to wonder like what's gonna happen on Friday night at this point. I don't know, but we've still got, you know, everybody celebrating in the ring there. Becky being Delulu. Yeah, I don't know. This, again, by like, you know, reverse psychology here, I would think that this probably means that the bad guys are going to win this thing, but I still sense that the Visionless Vision is probably going to win on their side of things. Maybe they kind of swerve us in, well, both sides of, well, maybe they swerve us in both teams, like, of the bad guys with this whole thing. I don't know. But either way around, this was still an enjoyable segment. We had some fun little moments. The crowd was into it. And I want to see where things go. Again, like the whole captain, like team captain situation is still confusing to me for both of these like matches, but that's besides the point. I enjoyed it. The crowd was into it, so I'm going to go ahead and give this a thumbs up. This was just a fun little watch. Alrighty, friends, we've got another quarterfinals matchup in the Last Time Is Now tournament between Penta and Solo with Tall Dude at ringside, and Penta's going right for Solo. Solo just shoved Penta. Once again, like, does each person count as a T? Because it means my family tree. So that would be my family trees, plural, which, I mean, when you look at the grand scheme of a family tree, it kind of makes sense, but yeah, it's semantics, right? There goes Penta. Oh, Solo just ducked out of the way there. There goes Solo. Well, I mean, Solo's kind of got the right idea. He's like just trying to get Penta kind of just well counted out. Once again, Solo's just hilarious. Oh, there's Penta just sending Solo right into Tall Dude. I know his name is Talatonga, but he's Tall Dude in my brain. Well, that just happened. So we got back from the break and Penta can no longer compete. So Solo won that way. Listen, I just hope that Penta's okay. That's literally all I'm concerned about at this point. I know we didn't really like do a ton of reacting, but like, I mean, that's literally what happened. I mean, we had the break, Penta had the land, and again, I hope that Penta's okay. Like we always establish here on the stories, we want everyone to be happy and healthy. We want everyone to be okay. That's the moral of the story. As long as everyone's doing okay, then we're okay over here. So yeah, I hope Penta's okay, and Solo's moving on to the next round. Alrighty, friends, we got the Usos versus Drew and good old Logan Paul, with no sign of the other Paul at ringside, because the other Paul is with Brock Lesnar, who's in the building tonight, and that's kind of how we're gonna get Brock and Roman presumably back into the trenches, even though they had the last match ever a couple years ago. Well, I think that was 3 years ago. Yeah, 3 years ago now. We're doing great with the continuity in this household. But nonetheless, Drew and Logan Paul, they go way back, and this probably explains some things, because also they mentioned how Drew got suspended from SmackDown. That's how he's able to get away with, like, showing up on Monday Night Raw, so yay for the continuity. But Drew and Logan Paul, they've been, like, acquaintances. They've gotten along. They won a tag team match at SummerSlam against Randy Orton and Jelly Roll, which what did we even watch? What have we been watching this year? Oh my god. But yeah, we got the Usos back together. Oh god. Can we just have Drew going after the title? Like, this man should have been world champion at this point. Not teaming up with good old Logan Paul. I'm so over this dude. And yeah, I forgot to mention about this matchup here. Whoever wins this match gets the WarGames advantage, which I'm very skeptical about the WarGames advantage just as a concept, because like, think about it. If sure, you might have the advantage by having like eventually like all 5 people versus 4 people, but like the last person in there is the freshest. So I don't know. I feel like, again, there's trade-offs to this. I think we talked about this in one of our gaming videos, now that I'm thinking about it. I'm like, oh yeah, well the WarGames advantage, you know, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, it is what it is. Right, like you take a look at these WarGames matches. You have Braun and Bronson Brigade who just destroy people. Drew just destroys people like in the ring and on a microphone. Brock Lesnar just destroys people. And then there's Logan Paul who's just there. You know what I mean? It's like one of these things is not like the other. And then on the other side, I mean, at least with the Usos, like they're one of the best tag teams, right? Like that makes sense. And then of course you got Punk, Roman, and Cena. Like, I mean, that's a super trio in and of itself. So like, again, like the other team makes sense, but just Logan Paul, he's just like, I don't know what this dude is doing at this point. I know we've been critiquing Jay, but it's mostly been like the character development and just the vibes being a little off, right? Again, you still can't trust anything involving Roman, and now he's mentioning the bloodline and everything, and you cannot trust anything that's going on over there. Will it be the return of the bloodline shenanigans? We don't know. Jimmy's like, what is this man doing? Listen, Drew, just take your time. We don't need stupid idiot Logan Paul in the ring. Like, ever. All right, Jay, there we go. Nice counter there. Oh, joy. Logan Paul's back in the match. He just went after Jimmy. Just, why do we have to zoom in on him? I don't need this. Nobody needs this. You know, I was kind of getting into this match here, but of course, this freaking dude. He just, like, ruins everything. Wade, we've lost all sense of the plot, like, this entire show at this point. Okay, good. Drew's back in this match. Well, Drew just sent Jay into the tables. That just happened as we went to the break. Alrighty, well, Drew and Logan Paul, they did like the suplex thing, double suplex thing on Jay, because that happened as we got back from the break. Drew's trying to get a Claymore and Jay with a counter. Okay, I think Jay just kicked Drew and then just like landed on Drew at the same time. I mean, it worked, right? I think it worked, sort of. It worked. That's what counts. It worked. Alrighty, we got Jimmy and then we've got Logan Paul in the match here. You got this, Jimmy. Take this idiot down. If you're new to the channel, which by the way, I did see the uptick in the views and like subscribers because of the one gaming video where we were finally winning matches, which that cracked me up, by the way. We don't like Logan Paul. There are very few people on these shows that we roast. Like, we'll go after, like, the characters, the continuity, like, stuff like that. But we don't go in on anybody except for good old Logan Paul. For a multitude of reasons. And I have the misfortune of pretty much sharing a hometown with this dude, so there's that. But Jimmy got a near fall right there. Well, I mean, Logan Paul had a break there. He should be fine, right? That's one thing I never understood about some of these tag team matches. Like, you can tell that some people had a little bit of a breaksy poo, and it's like, they're relatively fresh. How did we not get fresh all of a sudden? Again, I am not a trained professional wrestler in any capacity. I just have stupid questions. Alright, we got the splash on Logan Paul. Oh, Drew! Please, somebody end this, because Logan Paul's in this. We used to have so much fun, like, roasting this dude, and now this dude sucks. Alright, it looked like, oh, okay, so Drew and Jay, they kind of took each other out, I think. Sort of, kind of. Oh, well, there's Braun Breaker. He's got Logan Paul. And there's Bronson Reed also helping out Logan Paul, seemingly enough. But you can't trust any of this. And there's Cody and Punk. I feel like this makes sense, right? Because, like, Brock was trying to find Roman earlier, right? Is everything truly equalized, though? I have major trust issues around WarGames season. Even more so than usual. See what I mean? Like, this looks like it would be a main event match. Like, Drew, Cody, Punk, Braun and Bronson Brigade. I mean, it sort of has been with Punk and Braun and Bronson Brigade for a minute, but... Alright, well, Jay just took out everybody. Jimmy and Logan Paul, they're both legal in this match. And Logan Paul won with a sneaky pin for the win. Yeah, look at this dude looking like he actually did something. Punk, please, there you go. Okay, but like Logan Paul's gear is kind of hilarious because it looks like it's actually kind of good, but then he just has like Paul on the right side, and it looks like he just gave up on the font in Times New Roman or something. I feel like we went down this path with him before. But graphic design is my passion. Oh god, okay, we have Roman Reigns coming up. This is why I can't take any of this too seriously. But we got Roman Reigns out here, but we saw Brock earlier. We saw him showing up with Paul Heyman, and he had his own little room and everything. Again, I will say, I really like this whole side quest with Roman and Bronson Reed. Also, are we gonna ever revisit, like, Drew the Bloodline Hunter at any point? Maybe yes, no, maybe so. Because I feel like that would make some sense, right? You can't trust these end credits, y'all. You cannot trust these end credits because we did see Brock earlier, right? Can't trust these end credit things. They look like they're ready to go some more. I can't trust anything. Worst pickup line. Hi, I'm Logan Paul. Yes. Yes. And there goes Brock. Yep, there he goes. And there's Paul Heyman. I swear, Paul Heyman's been floating around so many people this year, he needs his own compilation or something. I swear. He just put the cowboy hat on Braun Breaker. I swear, Logan Paul looks so out of place when you put everybody in the same group. So we have Brock and the Brauns, the Pauls, and then there's Drew with the crew. Also, just the way that Joe was, like, commenting everything. He's like, he's stepping through the ropes. It's like a National Geographic commentary moment. Like, what is happening on the show? What? We were just getting good here. Oh, come on. No, I want to see people beat each other up at the end. Like, what is this? Come on. You had the end credit too early. Who decided this? I mean, I like when brawling happens and we fade to black, I guess, but my god, I just want to see people fight each other on my wrestling. Like, that's kind of the point. Either way, the match was serviceable. Logan Paul won, so that brought things down for me automatically. But again, it's like Logan Paul just looks so out of place. I mean, at least with the Usos, they fit in with with the overall story, and they're like one of the best tag teams. I know everybody critiques Jay all the time. We have been too, but that's mostly for the story and the continuity and so forth, as we discussed earlier. But like when you take a look at everybody that's in this match, just Logan Paul just sticks out, and like not in a great way. He just does not belong in this match. I'm like, what is happening here? Because you can at least make the case for pretty much everybody else in the story, even like Cody, who's kind of far removed from the story. Either way, this matchup happened, and yeah, I don't know what else to say other than just Logan Paul can go kick rocks as far as I'm concerned. It was more of the aftermath, and they cut off the aftermath right as it was getting good, which sounds about right. What did we watch tonight? What did we watch for the last 2.5 hours? So, I don't know how I didn't catch this, but apparently Brock Lesnar slipped during the entrance. I don't know what we watched tonight, friends. I truly don't know. I'm going to try to, like, get the highlights, of course, right? We always like to focus on the bright spots. I liked all the tension with Cody, Roman, and Punk right at the very beginning of the show. Match of the night for me was definitely Gunther versus Melo. I thought that was really solid. I really enjoyed the interactions with AJ Lee, with everybody on her team, and of course with Becky. Again, I would need to see that standalone match with Becky versus AJ. I think that just is the match there, to be honest. But yeah, I want to see where the women's WarGames match kind of goes. I liked how Delulu Becky's been getting and just how she's just completely losing it at this point. So, I mean, that's kind of entertaining. But yeah, and just seeing everyone's reactions during that segment, that was funny in and of itself. Now, the men's side of things right at the very end, it was picking up right at the very end when everybody was beating each other up, and then they faded to black. I'm like, okay, I want to see all of this happening. But yeah, again, like, this was just a very, like, the vibes were off in this episode. Like, there were some bright spots, but then it was like, what are we watching in other spots? So, again, I don't know, friends, the vibes were off in this episode, but let me know what you thought about this episode down in the comments down below. Leave a like, leave a comment, make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button so your notifications aren't here, that sort of thing. I apologize if this is your first time, like, ever seeing any of my reaction videos. I swear we're much more, like, chill and positive, and I mean, we're still kind of goofy. I don't know. But either way, let me know what you thought about this week's episode of Monday Night Raw down in the comments down below. We'll probably be back here for the SmackDown Before Survivor series, I'm hoping. That is the hope anyway, but we will keep you all posted. So on that note, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you all in the next one.